Why higher, higher? It just gives me not just the idea, but the sound of like elevating your basic. And then you always have to aim higher and higher.
Right.
Elevating your style, elevating your lifestyle.
You know what? I love that because it's so on point. This is like a basic shift dress, but then you're elevating it with design. You're elevating it with a print, right?
Yes.
I love it because even when you're like wearing something that's comfortable, it's also stylish.
Yes.
Right. And that's your past life. You were a stylist. Tell us about your journey in fashion.
I've been working in retail for almost like 15, 17 years.
Way back in the Philippines pa.
Way back in the Philippines, yes.
Okay.
And then when I moved to US, obviously here in the US, they don't care where you came from, what school you came from. They care about your experiences.
Yes.
So I get job easily in retail. So whenever I work in retail, I always like work harder. I'm hungry to gain knowledge. I want to learn more. So I'm proud to say I always get promoted with whatever position I always ask them because I want to learn. And I'm transparent to them, like, hey, I don't have experience on this, but I'm willing to learn. So they're gonna give me like, sometimes they give me like internship to do merchandising, even in buying. So that's where I concentrated in buying and then product development here in the US, in California. And also I became a stylist. It was a women's boutique here in California. They were big during that time. It was my third day in the office, and then the owner saw me going to the office and he was like, oh, Tristan, you look so stylish. I mean, he didn't say it in front of me, but it was the photographer of the company who approached me, and he was like, Tristan, Jeffrey wants you to style the next shoot. And I was like, I have no idea what to do. They just gave me 2 racks of clothes. So I started styling with the model, and then next thing I know, they kept me as a stylist, and then they helped me build my portfolio. So that's when I moved to Nordstrom. Now I'm working at Daily Look part-time, and I'm working on my brand.
And that's what styling and fashion is about. I think the more you do, the more you immerse yourself in it, the more experience you get in a return, right? And that's your journey in fashion.
Yes.
But you're also an immigrant, and you moved here in the States when you were already in your 20s.
Yes.
You know, the thrust of the show that we do here on So Jannelle, we curate stories of immigration and representation. You're clearly representing with your design, brand of fashion, but I'm sure that migrating wasn't easy.
It wasn't. I mean, I got lucky for a bit because when I moved there and decided to stay, the first company that I worked with, they sponsored me for a working visa. So that's when it started, and then after that, I have to do my investor's visa. So that's what's keeping me here. But yes, it wasn't easy, but everyone has like their horror stories. But just believe in yourself, just work harder, trust the process.
Right.
Yes, everything will fall down to places, yeah.
You said that everyone has their horror story. What is yours?
Ooh, I mean, it's not that scary. Maybe my, it's more of self-identity, maybe, yes. I mean, as a member of LGBTQIA+.
Did you experience like
discrimination? I can't tell. I can't tell, maybe. But you know what? At the end of the day, I always think like, I love what I do. So I work harder every day.
Right. You know, when we talk about immigration, one of the things that I always say to people, that's one of the hardest is getting your papers in order. Like with you, you were sponsored for a work visa. And so sometimes you feel linked to the employer who has your work visa.
Yes.
So no matter what happens, you can't leave, you can't, right? And so sometimes you feel trapped.
Yes, but as Filipino, that's kind of our culture. Like, we just like, whatever they say.
Which is not necessarily a good thing, right? And that's why I'm happy for you too, because then
I got out of it.
You got out, and now you're investor's visa. It seems like you're investing in yourself, and in your ideas, and in your design. Right?
It's a risk,
right?
But it's part of it.
Right.
That's why I'm lucky I have this community that supports me and help me. Yeah.
So tell me about that too, because now you're an entrepreneur, and it comes with its own set of horror stories.
Yes.
What are the struggles?
Building the brand.
Building the brand, yeah.
Funding, everything. That's why I'm blessed. I have friends, I have family that I always talk to. There are days I want to give up. There are days, but they always tell me like, no, you're doing great. Or sometimes like, especially if I'm doing pop-ups, I'm gonna talk to non-Filipino customers or my customers, clients, and seeing them and enjoying how much they enjoy the brand, their support, that keeps me going.
So how important are pop-ups like this? How important are platforms that the LA Art Box through Bernie is giving to designers and entrepreneurs like yourself?
Basically exposure. It's very, I mean, as a small business like me, I cannot just rent a place and commit to that place without me testing how people will react to my products. So pop-ups for me really works. And obviously I'm very thankful for LA Art Box for giving me the opportunity to showcase the pieces, just to like let the people feel, touch the fabric, try them on, and see how it looks on them.
Right. And so you seem to be on the right path for yourself. I can feel that you're happy, you're fulfilled, there's joy. But where do you plan to take this?
Definitely not mass produced. Like, because I want to keep it exclusive. So not mass produced, but I want to have my brick and mortar store. Yeah, someday, you'll never know. Yeah, I'm gonna invite you.
Yes, please invite me. But for now, we will be cheering you from the sidelines, following you on social media as well. Good luck on your journey.
Thank you, Jannelle. Thank you.
You know what else makes a day amazing? A good breakfast. And here it is. The McDonald's sausage McMuffin with egg is savory and melty and made with a freshly cracked egg. Here it is. Now you can get 2 sausage McMuffin with egg for just $5 at participating McDonald's. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's.